Oh, there it is. Hello, people. This is KALEL of KALEL Daily. I want to welcome you all back. We got, unfortunately, we're going to redo some rounds, but fortunately, I think it's going to be fun. And I think we just we just got to have fun, guys. Sorry about that. I had a little glitch. But you know the rules. We recommend 10 movies for each person. They're going to go through their list, tell us without spoiling the movie, why they recommend it and why you should vote. So if you've seen both movies, do your best to vote which one you think is better. If you haven't seen it, I would like you to vote for the one you think is more interesting and cater to you to watch. So without any further ado, like I said, thank you. We have Ben Buster. He's going to be up here helping me keep
What's
count,
up?
my counter. All
What's up?
right. And we have our two contestants, Mr. Dimension Scott. Yeah, and we have Mr. Tim Talks Talkies.
Hello.
Appreciate appreciate you guys. I don't want to hold this up. So, all right, Dimension. You ready, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and do your thing.
All right. My number one is Ninja Scroll. That's an anime film. Here's why I love it because it's got ninjas in it. It's got some nudity. It's got some action. It was my first anime film, I think, in my opinion, before Dragon Ball Z. That's all I'll say.
Okay, okay, cool. That's all you'll say about it. All right. My buddy Tim, go ahead.
Alrighty. So, do you like monsters and do you like drunk Irish people? If so, the movie Grabbers might be for you. It takes place over like 1 or 2 days, basically in a little Irish island area. These octopus monster things start coming in and killing people, and the cops need to save the day. And there's a big battle in a pub. It's good fun.
Nice, nice. Who's the stars in that? Anybody notable?
Oh no, it's all Irish people. So I couldn't tell you anyone. They might be stars in Ireland. I don't know. But for anyone, it is in English. I mean, it's heavy Irish accents, but it's English.
Okay, guys. Tim, you keep going in and out, buddy. Having a mute problem, maybe.
It's
Am I going?
Okay, there it is. All right, but we might have missed what you said. What did you say last?
I was just saying about how this is in English, but it's just heavy Irish accents.
Oh, okay.
But,
Yeah.
it's this is a ton of fun though. Seriously, if you like monster flicks and you like horror comedy, it's a really good time.
That's awesome, man. And Ninja Scroll Dimension, is anybody notable in that movie? Or just, you know?
If you're asking if I noticed anyone, I
Hmm.
remember this hot female ninja. I don't remember what her name is.
Hot female ninja. No voice actors, though, for you? For that one?
Nope. No, there are no. The voice acting, I do listen to English dubs all the time, but none of them, in my opinion, are familiar with other projects.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna give you guys. I'm sure you have voted. I see there's a few people coming in, so I'm just gonna give it maybe 25 seconds, and we'll see. Thank you guys for voting. I appreciate it. We finally got some polls up. You know, I got Ben up here as
yep.
backup, but last time this probably could have cut a lot of time out. You know, wow,
Yeah.
grabbers is at 29%, guys. That's how you feel about grabbers. Tim got me kind of
Ah,
interested, man.
uh, it's a lot of fun, but I mean, it's not anime, but it's horror comedy. I mean, come on, it's got drunk Irish people.
It's a horror comedy, guys, and it has the
Yeah.
word. He said drunk. That's enough, right, guys? And Ninja Scroll, go Ninja, go Ninja. I'm just curious.
Go
Tim,
The
ninja,
ninja I
go
was talking
ninja.
about is right there.
all right, guys. Look like you guys kicked it up a little bit, so I think I'm gonna close it out there. 75% Ninja Scroll wins. 75% to 25%. That's a cool round, guys. It's a cool round.
Dang.
Look forward to that. Okay, no further ado, guys. Dimension, what's your second on your list?
Number 2, Justice League Apocalypse War. This is that final installment in the main continuity of DC Universe films. So the reason why it's mind-blowing insane because the Justice League nearly lost to Darkseid.
Mm. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
technically in that movie, didn't they lose to Darkseid, quote unquote, by all the casualties that happened?
Looks like Dimension is still trying to say something. He bleeped out too. This must be a StreamYard issue because it's weird that it happened to both guys. Dimension, you still with us?
Yes. Is
Okay.
my audio good?
Yeah, you sound good now. Go ahead, finish what you were saying.
I hear you.
Okay. So Justice League Apocalypse War is essentially that the last of the main DC films in the same continuity of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Constantine, the remaining Justice League, the remaining Teen Titans have to form a second plan to save their entire world and universe from Darkseid. It's really dark, and you can also probably say it's the end game of this DC universe. It's got sad moments. It's got a lot of action.
Right.
It's got some cool favorites. One of the most darkest storytellings I've ever seen in a DC comic book movie.
Mm. Sounds interesting. Those are usually pretty good, man. So, all right, Tim, go ahead.
Okay. So everyone bear with me that the first 3 are foreign movies. This is legitimately one of my favorite foreign movies I've ever seen. So it's a movie called Thelma. Best way to sum it up, it's a coming-of-age type movie that throws in supernatural powers. Kind of think of Carrie. They're powers that she doesn't understand why she has them, can't control at first. It's really good. So it's like coming of age, her coming to her realization on her sexuality, and these powers are wreaking havoc in her life. Very, very good. It's a film from Norway. Highly, highly, highly recommend this one. I imported it because I loved it that much.
Wow, Norway. Anybody noticeable that you've seen in there?
Again, maybe they're famous in Norway. I can't even pronounce names. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think I've seen the main girl in something else since, but nothing anyone would know.
Okay. Okay, guys, polls is up. We have Justice League Dark Apocalypse versus Thelma.
Yeah.
Would that be more of a horror or a horror comedy?
No, definitely not. No comedy. No comedy. It borders more on like horror, sci-fi / like it's got coming of age drama in it too. It blends a lot of genres, but I think it does it really well. Some of the real horror scenes are pretty freaking horrific. It's really good. Like I said, think about Carrie. You know how she gets her powers and she doesn't know what the hell is going on. It's kind of like that.
I love Carrie though. Okay, guys, you've heard the verdicts, so make your choice. Ben Buster, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So who has the fan on? I gotta ask.
Not me.
That's
Is
my
it you?
fan.
Any way you can position it a little different because it's blowing your microphone, or maybe turn it down if you can.
That's right, Tony. I also love the DC animated films too.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. It's so quiet in here now; it almost sounds like like background music. So, let's see. How do you guys feel about each other's pick? Is the DC animated something that you've watched, Tim? Have you delved in those?
I've seen a few, not that many. I did really enjoy Under the Red Hood, but I'm
real
like
good.
massively
That's real
behind on those.
How are those for you? I mean, is it something that you would get to, or is it just far and few in between? You're not your bag.
I mean, you kind of know how I'm not like crazy on superhero movies, so they're very One has to really
Yes.
strike me to watch it, I guess.
That's right. You guys, Tim isn't the nice guy he appears to be. He hates superheroes. That's right. That's right. I forgot.
Geez, now I'm gonna lose out everything here.
You're gonna lose one. No, guys, that's a joke. That's humor. Tim doesn't hate. Because I don't think I've met a person that doesn't like Batman anyway. So, at least he loves Batman. He doesn't hate everything. I'm joking, guys.
No, I love plenty of superhero movies. I don't know.
They don't
I
have the
know
DC banner on them. That's the
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I like
I'm
watching them
kidding,
more
Tim. I'm
occasionally. Yeah.
So as they say on D-Ray stream, the Walmart math says it is 78%. Well, that's right, math. 78% Justice League Dark Apocalypse to 22%. Sorry, Tim. But
foreign films are a tough sell. I know.
Mhm.
Tough sell. Man, we is it I think we just don't like reading as a society. Maybe we're lazy. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
What sucks is, I mean, there is so many great foreign flicks out there. I mean, so many. But I mean, I understand if someone can't read the subtitles and keep up with the story. I get that. I completely get it. I used to be that way. It kind of got to a point after watching enough of them, you're almost reading without thinking about reading, if it makes sense.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
Subtitles are on mine when I watch all the time, no matter if it's foreign or not. So,
Yep, I'm the same way, Ben. And they said the funny thing is they say that when we were in school, they said TV don't teach you anything. Well, tell you what, when I was in elementary school, that caption had me reading a higher level than some of them kids.
well,
But
it also seems like some of those movies, the sound when they're talking, the mics could be a little bit closer to hear them better. So it's kind of hard, or sometimes some of the actors are so soft spoken, or the character's so soft spoken that unless you have that subtitle, it's hard to understand what they're saying.
Right. Okay, guys. So your third pick to mention. What do you have for us?
Okay, my number 3 is Happy Death Day.
Uh-oh.
Starring this girl from who's in college. She keeps reliving the same day, being murdered by a killer wearing a creepy ghost face. Not ghost face, a baby mask. Happy Death Day. You meet this girl. What's her name again? Her name is played by Jessica Roth. I don't want to pronounce her name wrong. She starts off as unlikable, but then as she gets killed and develop herself and solve who is behind the killings of her, she becomes even a much likable person. It's gruesome, but it's not R-rated gruesome. It's PG-13. It is more horror, the first one, and it's got some really hilarious humor. Like when she just doesn't give a shit anymore, she'll just run out the campus butt naked.
Yeah. That's an excellent movie. I had so much fun with that movie. I didn't expect it. Yeah. Very good movie.
It's a lot of fun. I enjoy Happy Death Day quite a bit.
Yeah, like you guys, if you're listening, you haven't seen it because I know some people don't get into horror and they missed it. But it has enough elements of other things to keep you interested. Plus, it's like if you ever seen Groundhog's Day, it's basically that with a horror twist. So
yeah, and it's very horror light. Like it's not really scary. It's PG-13. That anyone that's not into horror, I think, could get something from it.
It's 80s. Not right. It's almost like 80s themed with the Groundhog Day thing, but it's still 90s slasher stalker. So like if you mesh those two, if you mesh with like what they were trying to do with Scream and just the feel of all those 90s classics of urban legend and Faculty, just the flow of those movies and how they aesthetically looked, mix it with Groundhog Day. I mean, that's the type of vibe I get from them. Yeah. But it's like a mashup. Go ahead, Tim, buddy. Put us down with your pick.
All right. So last foreign movie, bear with me, everyone, but this one is also fantastic. So it's called The Handmaiden. If you don't know this one, I'm sure you know the movie Old Boy. This is the same director that did Old Boy. It is about the woman down here is incredibly rich, and that guy and her trying to pretty much con her out of her money. There's a lot of twists and turns in the movie, like a lot. This is fantastic. Would not recommend watching it near children. It is very sexually graphic, very, very much so. But really fantastic flick. Like I said, director of Old Boy. So even if someone doesn't know this, that's a really well-known movie in the United States. So maybe look into Handmaiden. Fantastic flick.
Yeah, to say the least, it sounds good, man. It sounds good. It's definitely worth a recommend, I would say. So guys, we're gonna put that poll up there. So you heard the verdicts, guys. What are you more interested in seeing? If you've seen them both, because Tim thinks you haven't seen this because it's foreign. So surprise him. If you've seen it, let us know if it's good in the comments. I would love to see what you guys think in the comments also too. Let us know what you think so far, if any of these movies you've seen, or if they sound interesting to you.
If I had movies with Ryan in here, I'd get a vote for this. It's Asian.
It's Asian. It's Asian. So it's more subtitles. Tim, is this what you're doing to us? Tim's trying to.
It's full. It's subtitled and it's long. It's like 2.5 hours or something like that. It's a long one, but it is fantastic though. Like I said, a lot of twists and turns in it.
Tim's trying to learn us how to read, fellas and ladies. He's trying to learn us. Get it? We're too much action, popcorn, and stabbing. We got to learn some things sometimes, people. Tim's trying to help us out. You see the bigger picture there. But yeah, I'm sure Ryan would help you on that. That's all he buys anymore is Asian cinema.
A lot, and I'm sure he saw that. I'm guessing he saw that before.
Right. So we'll let them polls, guys. You like I said, you heard that, so it's kind of close. We'll let that roll for another at least.
This is a kind of close one.
I see Jared mentioned, is this a slow burn? It's not really. I wouldn't call it a slow burn. It keeps your attention the entire time, and there's a lot of stuff happening. It's just such a large, complex plot going on. Yeah, I wouldn't say slow burn though. Like it doesn't bore you at any point. It doesn't feel like it's going slow.
Well, Rev says it's amazing. Rev, I'm surprised you're that cultured, my friend. You watch all these savage movies with Lord of the Rings. I'm just surprised, buddy. But it's nice to know. You never know. I'm glad you've seen it. If Rev says it's good, it must be good.
Culture Trinity is even saying the same thing.
Yeah. So people have seen this. We got a pretty intellectual crowd in here. Basement Blues says it's going to break your wallet. Wow, guys, it's still kind of close. I'll give it another 20 seconds, and we'll see. I want to shout out everybody here. Jared Runner, what's up, man? Culture Trinity, Hobbs Horror, my man. The Midnight Hour, check Hobbs out. He's an awesome dude, and so is everybody else, like my man Tony Basement Blues, Rev 4K again, my man Daniel, my man Jakota, and everybody in here. My man Casey, Kaiju Casey, what's up, man? Everybody, thank you for being here. So let's look at these polls. All right, that looks pretty good. So we have The Handmaiden taking it, Tim. Okay, Tim. It beat Happy Death Day. That's the one I didn't see coming.
Wow.
So The Handmaiden. Wow, that's amazing. So yeah, it must be good. The Handmaiden beats it. What's that score? 58% to 42. That's a close one. I love it when it's like that, though.
Yeah.
Maybe people just don't like the concept of Groundhog's Day with horror. I don't know. So
you blaming me for this, Tim? I mean, Ben, this is what you're doing.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just saying the concept of Happy Death Day. People might not like the combination of both of them.
Hey guys, should I boot Ben? Because it sounds like he's giving me crap. It feels that way. I don't know. Watch it, Ben. Watch it, Benjamin. Okay. All right, guys. So your next pick dimension, your fourth pick. Can't hear you, buddy.
Your mic.
Sorry. Number 4, Bombshell. 3 great actresses: Margot Robbie, Nicole Kidman, and Charlize Theron. They star in this film based on true events that happen at the Fox studios, who play these girls who stand up to their boss who's mistreated them really unfairly. Pretty interesting story.
Who's in that again?
Margot Robbie, Nicole Kidman, Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron. Now that's a cast, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's based on a true story, right? You said?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I remember hearing a lot about that, but it came and went. So yeah, that is a good recommend because I would like to. I have it, but I would like to watch it because just didn't hear much about it.
That kind of feels like our general news cycle. Everything is a big deal for a very short amount of time, and then it's on to the next subject.
Today it's major and it's life threatening, and tomorrow, it's not as bad. Okay, Tim, how about you? Let's see what you got.
Okay, so how many people don't like their job or they don't like decisions they've made? Maybe you're 30, 40 and you're looking to change things. Maybe you need a second act. You need to change things up, spice it up. Second act is Jennifer Lopez, having a second act. And wrong
Too
Jennifer.
many Jennifers.
But having a second act in her life, trying to change the trajectory of her life. Fun little popcorn, hour and a half, good time. That's the best way to describe it. You won't love it, you won't hate it. You'll enjoy your time with it. About an hour and a half.
And guys, I will say one thing about this movie is with second act is she has, and this is no slight to her, she has a lot of forgettable movies. And at least among all her movies, this one, like when you see it again, when you see the cover or somebody mentions it, you will at least remember it. It is a fun movie to watch, especially with your girl or something. But I think it's fun. It has some maternal stuff in there too, not to give it away, but it's a fun movie. She's getting so much better as an actress. I think Leah Remini is she stands out pretty nice in it. What we got a sponsor? Is that a sponsor?
Yeah, it's Raid Shadow Legends.
Okay. All right. It sound like Asian Cinema sponsoring us. Ryan, did you put in a good word? We got a sponsor through Asian Cinema because it sounds like it. Okay, guys, poll is up. So you have Bombshell versus Second Act. I'm curious to see how this goes. I'll be really shocked, but let's see, guys.
Yeah,
so how many people we have in here?
That second act. People, it's with J Lo, not J Law.
Yeah.
J-Law.
I corrected it, Jennifer Lopez, but
I know you did.
Yeah, but Ben, there's so many Jennifers. But look, he still was very close because he had the Jennifer and the L right. Because the Jennifer Lopez, the Jennifer Lawrence. So he was real close. So that was a lot of passion for that movie. To be fair, guys, that really wasn't Tim's pick. It was a reserve pick. So to be fair, he had a duplicate, so I had to swap it out. So we got Cheetah in here. Hey, what's going on, Pat? We Coach Trendy. I think I've said what's up to you, buddy. It's good to see you guys in here. Thank you for being here. Time is something we don't get back, and I always appreciate anybody who's willing to spend some time with me and anything I'm involved with. Wow. This is a seesaw, guys. I mean, it's going the way I thought it would be, but it's still closer than I thought it would be. So,
well, it was sitting there at 50-50, like for the longest time.
Wow, I was bumping my gums. It was at 50-50. Okay. Uh-oh. The people don't like it. They don't like it. They said the Fly Girl is not going to beat out Charlize Theron and Margot Robbie, Miss Barbie. How you guys feel about that? Her playing Barbie.
I got to see the tone of the movie. Like, is it going for satire more? Because if it does it kind of like a 21 Jump Street kind of poking fun, I might enjoy it, but I don't want a serious Barbie movie.
Are her hands like permanently glued in one position?
Okay, Culture Trendy, I want to acknowledge your comment. This is the perfect comment for me to say this. Your comment of no vote, haven't seen that either. That type of comment is the whole purpose that I'm doing this because you haven't seen either. So you heard the synopsis given by these two fellas as best as they could without spoiling it. Which one, if you were to watch it, or if you're intrigued by it, which one would you prefer to watch based off what these fellas have said about it? So just vote on it that way. That's the whole thing. I want to spread movie awareness, guys. Art collecting is awesome, guys. Still books, slip covers, all of that stuff, the art, everything, the soundtracks that come with it. But what's the common denominator? What is the main factor every time? It's the movie itself. And I feel that that's getting lost in the sauce, sort of say, because we don't talk about the movie. We talk about it coming out. You know, if it's new at the theater, like Batman or whatever the case it may be for the week, we'll talk about it. But that's it. We don't really talk about, and especially these unknown movies. We don't talk about them, guys. And it's just like collecting is cool, but there's more to it than that. It's about watching the movies. We're movie lovers, all of us, I would think. So I just want to shine the light on that. So bumping my gums. Wow, Ben, 69% Bombshell to 31% second act. So Bombshell takes the cake. Of course, I didn't expect that, right?
Bombshell was great though. I really liked that.
Yeah, I didn't see that, Tim, man. I gotta really see this gives me a reason to want to watch it. So that's 69%. I'm sorry, guys. 69%, 31%. All right, guys. Let's end that poll out. Thank you for voting, everybody. So, Dimension. Next pick, buddy.
Okay, next up is Elizabeth Moss in Invisible Man. One of the last few movies I saw before COVID hit. But this is a good horror thriller. So Elizabeth Moss, she's on the run from her abusive boyfriend who wants to get away from her abusive relationship, and she is stalked. She is stalked around and by someone wearing an invisible suit who's committing murders and framing her for something that she did not do. And that's why I enjoyed it that much. It was one of the last movies I saw before COVID hit. Elizabeth Moss is really great.
Yeah, she's pretty good, and from what I've seen some of it. Who's the guy in it? He's a pretty good actor. He's on the come up. He's from Leverage. Her other love interest in the movie. You know what I'm talking about? What's that actor's name? He's playing Hawkeye in the new one of them DC movies. I forget his name. The guy that played. If you guys ever see Leverage and Aldis
Aldous Hodge
or something like that.
Aldous Hodge, yeah.
Aldous Hodge. He's pretty decent, guys. It's a good movie. I haven't seen it all the way through, but what I've seen from it is pretty phenomenal. So that's Dimension with his pick. Go ahead, Tim. Lead the way.
All right. So not that I like all my picks. I picked them for a reason. I am very, very passionate about the next several. And this is one. So Deep Rising, my God, have I recommended this as much as possible. So I like monster flicks, obviously. This is a cruise ship. A bunch of people are planning to rob people on the cruise ship. And once they hop aboard, monsters start attacking. This is I'm not even exaggerating, one of the goriest practical effects movies I have ever seen. There is insane gore in this. But Treat Williams, I like him a lot as a lead. He's good with the comedy and action. It's a lot of fun. You got Famke Janssen as the love interest. She's a thief on the ship that doesn't die initially, and she joins in to try to get the hell out of there. Great flick. This is from 98. This was kind of overshadowed for a long time. Thank goodness Kino gave it a nice release.
Wow. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Hey, Ray Lee Movies is here. Awesome to see you. Movie Hunter, awesome to see you. Sounds good. The verdict is in, guys. The poll's been up for Tim and Dimension. How you like me saying it like that? Have you ever seen Kings of Queens? That's how Doug Heffernan said it. Dimension.
Not at all.
Well, you have to add the oni.
On. Well, you know what, Tim? Won't you have a nice glass of Shuddy? You seen that when he
Shuddy.
says that, right?
Yep.
The first time he said that, I was just like hysterically laughing. When that roll, what's that part he says? He tells Carrie, "Oh, they don't make a movie named after me, Carrie." Something like that. It was something. In this context, it's hilarious. But yeah, guys, the focus is on Deep Rising and Invisible Man. Both I have to see. That actually sounds like a double hitter. Like you should watch both of them in the same night. To be honest,
I've seen both and enjoyed both.
you enjoy both. Boy. So you ain't intimidated. You're passionate about this pick. So you're saying your pick is the one. That's what you're saying.
Well, I've liked this way longer, like way longer. This legitimately would be in my. If I make my top 50, it'd probably be in my top 50. This was my favorite movie of 1998. Like I love this flick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a 98 is a good year too. That's a bold statement. You hear that, guys? Yeah. You hear that. So him saying that he's not playing.
One of the things I love in movies, I love a good drama and stuff, and my next one is a drama. But sometimes I just want fun. And I get fun with this. It's just a rip-roaring good time. Lots of cool deaths and just a likable lead. It's fun. That's what I want.
Right. So like I said, guys, I'm looking at the chat. Remember, whatever movies sound more intriguing to you, and even if you just seen one of them and maybe the movie wasn't as great as you remember, and so the other movie you haven't seen, so you're more intrigued to see that over the one because the one you seen wasn't all that for you. So just choose whatever you feel is the best appropriate. Wow. So let's look at some of these comments. It says, that's a nice looking release. I've seen Deep. Should vote for the other or vote as if I never seen either. However, whatever sounds more intriguing to you, Blu-ray King, you just vote that way. King of Queens is one of the GOATs. I think so. I think, especially at the time it came out, like it's in a area. You have Raymond, you have a few things, but it's really in an area where it stands out even more. So compared to what it was on at the time, it's really good. I think it might be the best.
Something I like with that, which was kind of a thing with sitcoms in the 80s and the 90s especially, but when they will have a character that just basically disappears without explanation. Carrie has a sister at the start of the show, and the sister vanishes somewhere in season 1, and you literally never see her again. It's never explained.
It's the Chucky.
Yeah, that's always funny.
Yeah.
Situation. Yeah.
Yep. Walk up the steps and never come back.
Well, what about the friend that was always there and he's just gone? Never heard of Richie, and then all of a sudden it's all about it's just Spence. It's just Richie's just completely wiped out of that show.
Yeah, Richie lasted a little while, but yeah, he went from every episode to just kept whittling him down.
Yeah. So this was a close one, guys, and it should have been. From what I've heard, I've never seen Deep Rising, but from what I hear, this sounds like a tough one. So Deep Rising takes the win with that one with 54% to 46%. Deep Rising. Tim on the board again. Cool. Sounds great, guys. I hope you guys really check both of them out. All right, Dimension. Next pick.
Okay, number 6, I got Split. James McAvoy. What's the director's name? M. Night Shyamalan. This is the first movie I've seen from him because this is a thriller movie. I heard good things about it. And the main reason why I watched it because James McAvoy went from Charles Xavier to this role as Kevin, who has this personality disorder. And let me tell you, he is not Charles Xavier. He disappears from that role, a completely brand new role character. You've never seen it before. And this was the first movie, in my opinion, that gave me introduction to Anya Taylor-Joy because she is one of my favorite actresses working today. And she is really great in this movie. You really care about a character that you really want her to survive this personality disorder dude.
Yeah.
So it's really well shot as well. People like to call M. Night Shyamalan the next Steven Spielberg? Do you think?
I mean that they went with that in the beginning of his career. It didn't pan out
Oh
nearly
yeah, you
like
can
that.
say that.
His career started off though amazing. Like Sixth Sense had pretty much him on everyone's map. Then Signs, like he was like kind of the it guy for a short bit of time.
Right.
And then the
Wow,
happening happened.
that happening. Yeah, it happened, Ben. It happened.
Yep.
But I'm not here to down movies, but Signs, yeah, that wasn't. I think I always thought Signs was a little overrated.
So I am so in that camp. I'm personally not really I'm not a fan. I only like a couple of things, but yeah, Signs. The fact that these are aliens that are smart enough to make it to our planet. They conquered interstellar travel and they come to a planet that rains liquid death. It's not one of my favorites at all.
I never thought about it like that, Tim. Yeah, get that movie out of here. I'll take The Village. And people give The Village crap, but yet they love Signs. I don't know. I don't get people. I don't get people. And watch old people. I like old. Watch it at least. Go ahead, Tim. Did you give your pick? Go ahead.
No. All right. So, like I said, I'm very passionate about several of these, like very much so. This next one took 15 freaking years to get a Blu-ray, and it finally came. I cannot stress to you how much I love The Last Castle. This is a 2001 movie, my favorite movie of that year. Robert Redford is a disgraced general who takes his court-martial and goes to a military prison, and James Gandolfini is the warden, who is an awful guy. He thinks he's doing great, but he is an awful guy. Pretty much Robert Redford's goal is to try to get him the hell out of there because he's mistreating people. He's killing prisoners. It's a very gripping thriller drama. You got Mark Ruffalo in here as one of the prisoners. Who else do you have in here? Clifton Collins Jr. is in here. The score is by Jerry Goldsmith. You have Delroy Lindo in here, which he was in a lot of stuff in the 90s and the 2000s. Yeah, great cast, great acting. And this movie was so overlooked. Like, I can't believe it took 15 freaking years to come to Blu-ray. I was so pumped when this came out.
Wow, so you're just lucky to get that, huh?
Oh man, wow. I can't tell you. I had such a smile on my face when that got announced, and then I watched it the second it came in. It's just as good today as it was then. You watch it, James Gandolfini. I think most people would agree he was a great actor, like legitimately a great actor, and his performance is outstanding. He is evil in so many ways, and he plays it great.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Mel, Killer Mel. I see you up in here. But Mel, why you gotta come in here? Why you gotta come in here, Squishy? Just gotta contradict everything I said. Signs is overrated, and you know it. It's the cast you guys love. The movie is not. You heard what Tim said. Come on, Squish. You heard it. But I give it to you. But you don't like The Village, though, Mel? I love the cinematography in that movie.
Roger Deakins.
Mm-hmm. See, Tim knows his stuff. Tim, I wouldn't be surprised if you went to school for this stuff. Something about you just gives me that vibe.
I did not.
You be back there cutting tape.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I need my second act, and I'll go to school.
Uh-oh. See a call back. See, he's telling y'all that should have won. Okay. But guys, we you heard the verdicts. The poll's been up. Last Castle sounds very interesting. James McAvoy in Split. Dimension, I know. What can you say, Dimension? He is like, that might be his best performance. He completely disappears. I think he is one of the greatest living actors of our time. I think he's definitely in there, like at least top 10. For me, maybe higher, but he is just amazing.
I cannot imagine anyone got problems with James McAvoy's acting at all.
He's stellar. He's really stellar. All right, guys, let's look at this poll. So, wow, Tim, I guess they're not trying to hear what you got to say. 80% Split, 20% Last Castle.
Wow.
I mean, Split is, I mean, if I don't know. We ain't gonna bash movies, but Split is
Regardless
just.
of Split winning, though, legitimately, people, if you haven't seen this, I'm telling you right now, I'm giving the personal recommendation to check this flick out. Seriously, it's if you like dramas, is fantastic.
Right, right. And guys, that's Tim has the perfect view of everything I'm trying to do here. Please see it if you can. So let me speed it up a little bit. Hey, Dimension, you ready for your next pick?
Yes, yes, I am. Okay, next up, I got The Shallows, starring Blake Lively. So The Shallows essentially Blake Lively's character. She goes to this beach island to go surfing, and there she has two other. There are two other men out there. One has a camera on top of his head because of a helmet he's wearing. But this is essentially a scary shark movie where she has to survive long enough on a little rock along with a seagull who is also injured. You have that big aggressive shark that killed a big giant dead whale, and it is thrilling. It had me on the edge, and she really makes some maybe not so smart decisions, but also at the same time she makes some good decisions to take out that shark. I'll probably argue that it's probably one of the solid shark killer movies since the original Deep Blue Sea, in my opinion.
Wow, really? So put it up there. I know I'm not going to compare it to Jaws, but you compared to Deep Blue Sea. What's the other shark movie, Tim? There's another one. I'm blanking out. There's another big one. It's not the Meg. There's another one that people seem to
I
like.
mean, there's a lot like Open Water is also sharks.
Yeah, that might be it. Yeah. Well, guys, check it out. And one thing he forgot to mention, Blake Lively's she's not that bad to look at. Check that movie out. So Tim,
Of course not. Of course
of
not.
course not. She's tall
All
too. That's really cool.
Another one, super passionate about. My favorite classic actress is Audrey Hepburn, and so the movie Wait Until Dark is so. If you look at her filmography, this is not really one that comes up for people. It'll be Breakfast at Tiffany's or My Fair Lady. Wait Until Dark is phenomenal. It's Audrey Hepburn in a thriller, which is not something she really delved into very much. But she plays a blind woman who comes into possession of a doll full of drugs, and two guys are trying to get the drugs off of her and not try to lead her on what's happening. The villain in the movie is Alan Arkin, which you don't generally see Alan Arkin as a villain, and he is not only the villain, he is a maniacal son of a bitch. Like he is pretty evil in it. This is so good. It's one of my favorite Audrey Hepburn movies, and a lot of people don't know about this one, so check it out. It's a Warner Archive release. It's pretty easy to get, and she is fantastic. One of the things with people that have sight that play blind, sometimes they don't do very good at it. They'll make eye contact with other people when they shouldn't be. She's very convincing at playing blind. That's a lot of actors will rely on sunglasses and stuff to kind of shade the fact that they're looking at the person. She's doing this without glasses. She's very, very convincing at playing blind. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, she is. I've seen some of this movie actually on regular TV, and she's pretty good. Speaking of, shout out to Huck at Huck's Trivia Night over there, Huck Pop Culture Cafe. I'm sorry, butchering his name. Didn't you lose a round to Audrey Hepburn? Something came up, Tim. The answer was Audrey Hepburn.
It was Bruce Campbell.
It was Bruce Campbell.
I blew the Bruce Campbell one because I got the time ranges mixed up. I'm terrible at the years things came out. Terrible at it.
Okay. I thought it might have been my man Jacoda. It might have been him because he couldn't get the right Hepburn. Is it Catherine or is it Audrey? You know, Audrey is very iconic. I mean, what can you say about Audrey? I mean, he tried to kill you, Jacoda, with the actresses because. I mean, there's not many better than Audrey. And movie I've seen.
I was going to say, I don't think it would be a stretch to say she owned the 60s. Like, actress-wise, she owned the 60s. That was her decade.
Pretty much. She's amazing. I haven't seen, I mean, you know, those older actresses have a million movies, but I haven't seen everything. But everything I've seen, I'm always impressed.
Yeah.
So, guys, you heard the verdict. Like I said, Tim movie, I've seen bits and pieces of it on regular TV, and she's amazing playing that role. And Dimension, you already know that was a great pick too. Who doesn't like sharks looking for some yummy yummies in the water?
Also, I think I forgot to mention this earlier, and the reason why I say since Deep Blue Sea is because a lot of these other shark movies, Sharknado, maybe two-headed shark movie, three-headed shark movie, a lot of those shark movies are like just some ridiculous, dumb, fun comedies. And I just thought The Shallows was taking itself more serious.
Right.
That's why it had me hooked.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah. And sometimes it's just like Tim said that earlier about just being entertained. Sometimes we get caught up like, is it people try to define, well, is it the perfect movie? There is no perfect movie. Is it a stellar? Is it a Oscar baity movie? And it's just, sometimes a movie's just good, guys, if we're thrilled, entertained all the way through. And it's good. We're too harsh on movies anymore, too.
Sometimes you need to just look at, does a movie accomplish what it set out to do? If it did, then that's great. I mean, not all movies are trying to go above and beyond to be an Oscar movie or something.
Correct. So correct. Well, guys, it looks like that round is over, and it looks like convincingly so. Wait until Dark wins that round. Audrey versus Blake Lively. I never thought I'd say that in the same breath, but there it is. There it is. Thank you guys for voting. Everybody that's here, I just want to say thank you so much. It is so nice to see the turnout. So nice to see you voting. Looks like I'm finally getting a better hang of these things. Ben Buster, you still with us? Maybe not. Okay, but he might have passed out. I should have known. Because Ben Buster would have chimed in with some facts. I should have known.
I'm here.
All right. Oh, okay. Stealth. Okay. Excuse me.
Hey,
okay.
You asked me to have these two guys shine, so I'm just sitting back and watching.
Right, Ben. Yes, Benjamin, you're correct. All right, Dimension. Next round, sir.
Next up is arguably one of the most bad superhero movies, but I do not care. That is Supergirl, starring Helen Slater, because her performances alone is gorgeous and beautiful and cute. She flies so real. Like, they really did a nice job with the way they film her flying, similar to Christopher Reeves. And the music is great. It's not on the same level as John Williams, who did the first Superman, but for Supergirl, whoever did the score for this movie did a really nice job with it. And I enjoyed the movie for what it is. No matter how bad arguably it is, I enjoyed it because Helen Slater she really makes the character attractive.
She does. And forgot anybody doesn't know Helen Slater. If you ever seen what's the movie? Legend of Billie. Is it Billie Jean?
Billie Jean.
Is that the one? Yes, that's her. Because I've heard people say, who is she? Supergirl, like it's everything he's saying it is. But if you're a DC fan, if you're a Superman fan,
to Superman.
Yes, the spinoff. They were trying to go somewhere. They were actually, believe it or not, done with Superman after 2, and they were thinking about making this, just going into her journeys. But obviously, it only happened one time. But I would love for you people to see it. I loved Supergirl. Helen Slater also always returns to Smallville and the Supergirl TV shows to reprise certain roles. I don't want to show any bias, but that's my cousin. If you get what I'm saying here. Tim, what's your pick, buddy?
All right, so I don't know who in the chat loves Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt is one of the best shows out there, and there was movies for it. My choice is Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. I adore this movie. Gets overlooked quite a bit, but the plot is basically an ancient good versus evil type plot. You have Billy Zane being a great bad guy. Like, he is so great as it. And then you have William Sadler as this protector of sorts of the last key that will stop the forces of evil. So Billy Zane wants this key, and William Sadler has to hold on to it. He gets the help of Jada Pinkett Smith. And there's a lot of gory shit in this. Great practical effects. Great soundtrack. I mean, this is a banger of a movie. I love this one so much.
I agree with you, Tony.
Oh, man. Tim,
I'm also a fan of the
why you had to pull that? Please see both these movies. Demon Knight is unbelievable. Like, I mean, it's hard to do tops of the. It's definitely one of the greatest horror movies of the '90s. I will fight for it. I'll stand on it. Demon Knight, Billy Zane. This is how. This is roles like this is why you think, well, what happened to Billy Zane? Because he's phenomenal in this movie. Jada Pinkett's good. William Sadler's good, and even the background characters are. It's stellar, guys. The story, and Tim is not even big into that mythology, and he loves this movie. So it tells you how good this movie really is.
It is so good, and like I said, I mentioned the practical effects. They're great. They're really great.
I've seen it.
Well, we're glad, Ben. I'm glad you've seen it.
Well, saying that I'm not much of a horror guy, so
yeah, no, that's great. I mean,
it's Tales of the Crypt too, guys. I mean, they're vouching for this movie. I really wish, even to this day, Tim, we can get a sequel. That Fat Tuesday sequel. Because they were supposed to make the sequel to this, and we just never got it. This is something you can really continue if you wanted to.
Yeah, and I like this way more than Bordello of Blood, like way more.
Mm-hmm. Bordello Blood is fun though. It's cool,
yeah,
but it's not in the same. It's not in the same league though. No, not at all. Okay, guys, I'm kind of upset Tim did this, to Supergirl, because I want you guys to see them both, but this is unfair because Demon Knight is great, and so is Supergirl. I'm biased in both of these. I don't know where to go. These were both big childhood movies for me. Demon Knight is I had them both on VHS, but Demon Knight was a movie I sought after. Like, I kept going to the stores. Will you sell your Demon Knight? Will you sell it? Go to the old mom and pop rental stores trying to buy their copy. That was a movie. That was that for that one. Supergirl, I had to harass Blockbuster to order for me. I remember that because I had never seen it and I wanted to see it so bad. And
that's why they shut down. Okay.
That's why they shut down. I got them up out of here. No, I wouldn't do that. They gave me the movie, Ben, so I didn't shut them down. It was Hollywood Video that didn't give me the movie, and that's why they had to go. It was them. Okay, guys, it looks like you're pretty convinced. Somebody voted again, but looks like it is Supergirl 25%, but Demon Knight is the winner with 75%. Wow. The Crypt Keeper with a flawless victory on that one. Please see both movies, people. That is great recommendation. I was actually a little jealous of both of these picks because I was just like, these are movies I would like to recommend, but I ain't in it. Movie Hunter, what's up, man? Everybody that's joined, thank you. Al, my man Al Lucar, check him out. All right, guys, next pick.
Oh. Next is here a classic comedy Friday. Chris Tucker and Ice Cube. They are so hilarious throughout this whole entire film. So they play as two big homies hanging out on the porch, watching the neighborhood, and then they get caught up with this drug dealer, Big Worm, who wants $200. So they gotta find a way, make a plan, and find a way to come up with $200 for Big Worm before he shoots at them and kills them both, busting a cap in them. It's so funny. It's so hilarious. It never fails to make me laugh. It's my favorite film of all time. It has this one line here that I would use every time someone comes out of the bathroom. Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
But somebody open the window. I tell you, it's so damn funny. Or like, hey, Smokey back here taking a shit.
All right, he just didn't.
Don't care what kind of milk it is.
You call that game? Okay. Yeah, Friday. I don't know if you haven't seen Friday, guys. I just don't get it. It's a comedy classic, and I will stand on that. I know we throw that word around, but Friday is just. This is where we knew Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker from this movie, guys. He had the potential to be what Kevin Hart is today. Just to hype everything. It was this movie. Like, we were raving about Chris Tucker after this. Great movie. It was a phenomenon for certain people. But let's not be biased. Let's see what Tim has to say.
All right. Well, I will say, realistically, you probably should have already seen Friday. This one is one I bet you probably didn't see. So I would say the original 12 Angry Men is one of the greatest movies of all time. It is fantastic. Right now, I'm holding the remake to it, and don't let the fact that it's a remake shy you away. So this movie utilizes almost the same script, and it replaces great actors with great actors. I mean, you switch out Henry Fonda to get Jack Lemmon. You have Courtney B. Vance, Ossie Davis, George C. Scott, Tony Danza, Edward James Olmos, and this is directed by William Friedkin, who did Exorcist. So you have a quality director with a great cast. It plays out the same. So the only thing I could knock it for, the only thing, because I think it's just as good, is the lack of originality. But then again, the original 12 Angry Men is based on a teleplay from years before. So even that's not really original. So this, honestly, the acting is just as on par as the original. It's fantastic.
Fantastic. I haven't seen either, Tim. So do I have to watch the original to appreciate this one, or can I stand on this first and enjoy
They
it?
play out exactly the same, so you can honestly watch either one.
Yeah.
Honestly, watching both just gives you get to see other great actors do the same roles. They both are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cheetah, what's up? That's a good comment. Now, Dana told me about this big snake situation.
Big
Big
worm.
hole, big worm. I don't give a damn. Get your ass up out this house, boy.
That
I
girl
agree.
wild all
Angry-
outside. Talking about she looked like
Yeah.
Janet Jackson.
Look like Freddie Jackson. But don't do that to Tim. Tim, give us a quote. Give us an angry quote. Go ahead, give us an angry quote. Say it like you angry. Give us a quote, buddy.
I can't give a quote from it. I can't even act out a memorable moment, but there's a really cool moment with the switchblade that he throws on the table because they think the kid can't have gotten the knife anywhere else. He throws it down on the table. It's this awesome moment, and it's in both versions. It's a stellar movie though. Like, I honestly, win or lose, like I want people to check this out. This just came to Blu-ray this year, and it was only on VHS before. This completely skipped DVD.
Way to
Wow.
go, Kino.
Wow, that usually doesn't happen.
Yeah, I know.
That skipped the DVD?
Yep, never had a DVD. All it had was VHS and Laserdisc.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, to mention it was a made-for-TV movie, so it only got the VHS.
Oh, that's a fact, Ben. I didn't know. This is a TV movie, Tim?
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys. It looks like I don't have to hold that round up too long. Please go see it. And I want to say one thing about remakes. They get a bad rap, remakes and reboots. There are a lot of bad ones, but there are a pretty good amount of good ones. And those get overshadowed. You know, some people like reboots and remakes, and they don't even realize it's a reboot or remake. So,
Well,
Yes.
you know,
The
just be
Departed.
open.
The Departed is great, and a lot of people don't even realize that it's a remake.
I didn't
Scarface.
realize originally Carrie with Chloe Grace Moretz was a remake from 1971.
The Brian De Palma version of Carrie is fantastic. It's so good.
Carrie is a stellar remake. And then there's some ones that's not as good as the original, but they're still good movies on their own. It's just when you put them up against the original, they're a little hard, but they're still good movies. Like the recent Child's Play. It's not a bad movie, guys. Is it better than the original? No. But it's still a good movie. There's certain aspects I like in it. And I'll give you this. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003, I will say, in my opinion, it is better than the original. You know? And a lot of people will, but a lot of people won't. But you know, that's a good one. But guys, give remakes a chance.
Yeah, well,
This 12 Angry Men.
Yeah.
Go, Tim.
I was just going to say my thought on remakes is the original is always there. And a lot of time the remake will shine a light on the original movie, which is always a great thing also.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This 12 Angry Men movie, for those of you that don't know, it was part of that whole line of CBS Sunday evening movies when The Wonderful World Disney was a thing on ABC. They had like the mystery movie night, and this was one of those. So Talk about an exceptional cast made for a TV movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to have a cast that good, and William Friedkin is the director. I mean, this is all-star all around, and the script is fantastic because the script is pretty much the same as the original.
Yeah, it is. It is. Guys, just give movies a chance. We got to get out of this mindset. I know Hollywood seems like a rehash and redoing everything, but we got it. Once in a while, we're going to miss a great movie with that type of mindset. We got to get out of this mind that this just because the remake may not be good or they're doing a remake or a reboot doesn't mean, like Tim said, the original still exists. It doesn't hurt your movie, guys. So, I know some people may understand that here, but for people that ever watch this, may listen, give it a shot. But I want to say this is not really. This is about the movies, guys, and getting good movies seen and talked about. So it's not really about winners. But if we're going to go off the stats, it looks like Dimension had 5 wins and Tim had 4. The closest round that I've seen throughout all of this. Dimension, you had Ninja Scroll with a win, moves on. Justice League, Dark Apocalypse with a win, moves on. Bombshell moves on. Split moves on. That might be a modern day classic. Friday moves on. Tim, you had 4 wins. The Handmaiden moves on. The Deep Rising moves on. Wait Until Dark moves on. And the classic for me, and it should be for everybody, Demon Knight moves on. So reading off those movies, sheesh, that's great. And there's a little bit of everything. You got anime in there, drama, you got some classic in there, you got Audrey in there, you got Tales of the Crypt in there, Comedy Friday. That's a lot of good stuff, guys. That's a little bit for everybody. And that's what I love to see. So, I don't want to hold Tim up because I know he has Evil Dead business to take care of.
Yeah, but
I wanted to,
Evil Dead remake is fantastic. So
there's another one.
Agree.
There's another one, guys. Now, where I don't want to say, that might be decisive to say which one's better, but it's for certainly a great movie, guys. Now, let's not compare it, but it's a good movie, guys. All right, guys. So I want to thank Dimension Scott, and I want to thank Tim Talks Talkies. Pretty much, if you don't know him, I'm gonna let them do the thing. Tim, where can they find you at?
Tim Talks Talkies, YouTube and Instagram. Yeah, I'm bad at promoting myself. Hi, everyone.
That's good. But we're all new at this. What you got coming up, Tim?
I do. Well, next Saturday, I have a stream. I didn't announce it to everybody, but it's going to be a huge 9-person panel stream. It's going to be all about summer movies. Everyone's going to be recommending movies that invoke summer to them. And there's a lot of awesome people involved in that.
See, he has the word. He says the word recommending it, and I'm not involved in this. This makes me feel. This makes Hulk angry. Hulk no like. Hulk no like. But guys, don't go anywhere. We're gonna have one more, and we're gonna this one won't be as long. Blu-ray King is unfortunately not able to make it, so Ben is going to step in his place and take his roles. But before we get our awesome guest out of here, Dimension, where can they find you, sir?
Hello, everyone. You can find me on my own YouTube channel. I also have Instagram and I have Facebook. If you guys love physical media, you love DVDs, video games, shopping vlog videos, all that kind of cool stuff, my channel is the right place for you. Please look me up on my YouTube channel. I'm right up your alley.
Dimension's an awesome dude, man. Please check him out, guys. Thank you, guys. Appreciate your time, everything. Thank you so much. So I'm going to get the next guy up here and let's see what he has to say in this whole recommend thing. All right, guys, we got one more round to go, and our guy Daniel will be coming up to join us, and it'll be Daniel and versus Blu-ray King, but Ben Buster will be stepping in for Blu-ray King, unfortunately, because he wasn't able to make it, or he was scared because he chose these movies. I don't know what's his problem, but maybe that's it. These movies is a little different, guys, but they're his picks. I don't want to judge. You may like them. You may not. But, all right. Thank you, guys, for coming again. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Let's get the last round in for tonight. So you ready, Ben?
Okay. Yep. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Let's bring in. Okay. Let's do it. So, Daniel, Great to see you, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming up, man.
glad to be here.
Glad to have you. I'm actually liking the way this turned out in the end better than it turned out in the beginning. So, without any further ado, who was first? Blu-ray. Okay. Danny. I'm sorry. Benjamin. Go ahead. Hit us with your Blu-ray King picks.
Well, this first one, are you guys a fan of MTV? Are you a fan
bit.
of Stupid Human Tricks?
Nah.
Are you a fan of people getting hurt? Is it hilarious to you? If that's the case, then I got a sequel for you. It's Jackass 2. What else can I say?
Jackass 2. What else can you say? If you're a fan of seeing people get hurt, which is actually a bad thing to say. I know secretly a lot of you people are in the back of your mind, but if you like that type of humor, you know.
Well, seeing people get hurt could also be America's Funniest Home Videos too.
Mhm.
Yeah, but Jackass, don't you think Jackass? Some of them hurts might stay with them afterwards.
Yep.
But who knows? Who am I to say? All right, Danny.
You know you
what's
want
your
to vote
pick,
for
buddy?
this one.
For
you
me,
want to
this
vote.
is. You guys like a good like thriller from a guy. Rest in peace to Wes Craven. I chose The Red Eye with Rachel McAdams.
Ooh.
And boy, Rachel McAdams looked absolutely gorgeous in this movie. And Colleen Murphy, he plays a really creepy, like, bad guy in this movie. It's really, really good. If you like action thrillers, this is a really well-made one by R.I.P. the OG Wes Craven with the lenticular.
The lenticular. He's trying to get bonus points off the lenticular,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey,
As if he
don't
really
let
needs them.
Mr. Nichols see that. Don't let Mr. Nichols see that. He might try and take it from you.
Yeah, Mr. Nichols. He's a lenticular fiend. So, guys, I know these picks are a little unconventional. Danny's, Blu-ray King's picks are a little unconventional, but keep an open mind and vote away. We won't keep these first four picks too long because I'm pretty sure I see where this is going to go.
Cillian
So-
Murphy was actually pretty all right, even as any villain. Really, he was all right as Scarecrow in the Batman Begins trilogy or the Dark Knight trilogy, whatever you want to call it. So,
Mhm.
Yeah. So, guys, how we feeling, guys? Is it unanimous? You guys like Red Eye? Okay, I've never seen a mismatch like that. So you have Jackass 2. I'm gonna give it 10 seconds. I'm gonna be fair. Let's not be biased. Jackass 2 versus
I'm not even looking at it, Cal.
Red Eye.
What is
Do
it?
you really need to know, buddy? It's
I wanna know if
18.
it at
It's
least got a winner.
86%. It's 86% to 14. The Red
So it
Eye
actually
takes
got a
that
vote.
round.
Okay. Maybe
Danny,
a
real
couple
quick,
votes, okay.
what year is that, Danny, for that movie?
It came
Red
out
Eye.
in 2005.
So, is that a remake or is that the first one? I'm not sure.
It's the first one.
Okay. I thought there was an older film named that too. Maybe I'm thinking of Cat's Eye. That's what I'm thinking of, Cat's Eye. So Red Eye.
Yeah, you
Red
might
Eye
be.
sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Cillian
Okay.
Murphy plays Jackson Rittner.
Okay,
That's the
guys.
character's
Okay,
name.
I'll adjust that number. So since I didn't close out the poll, we end with 12% to Jackass 2 and 88% to Red Eye. All right, Ben Buster, would you continue with Blu-ray King's picks?
Yes. When you thought Jackass 2 wasn't long enough, you thought the stunts weren't as goofy or hurt them enough, they released even more with just a little bit more of time for you to sit there and agonize with their pain. The next one is Jackass 2.5.
People, don't judge. Don't judge. Some of you like this type of stuff, but the picks will get better. I want to put a disclaimer for Ben. These are Blu-ray King's picks. Daniel, what you got for me, buddy?
Do you like a horror mixed with weddings? Do you like
No one likes that.
you want to get married into a family that's kind of psychotic and wants to play a game where you're hunted
No,
down the whole
I'm
night?
with I'm
No.
with Ben. Stay away.
How about some Ready or Not?
Ready or not? Okay, ready or not?
Ready or Not, here I come. Just kidding.
All
It's
right. Well,
Samara
Hill
Weaving.
shout out. Did they have that play in that movie? Ready or not? That's a missed
Which one?
opportunity if they didn't.
Yeah,
That song,
it
Ready or
is.
Not. They didn't play that in that movie, or just redo it for the movie. That's a real missed opportunity. But yes, all right. So the verdict is in, guys.
Yes.
We have Ready or Not versus Jackass 2. What is it? 2.5, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Well. Let's
Yeah.
be
So,
surprised. Let's be
well,
surprised,
I
guys.
mean,
What do you?
it was also a missed
Mhm.
opportunity to be a sequel to Hide and Seek.
I didn't see Hide and Seek. That's the one with Robert De Niro, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, but you know what this movie reminds me of? And I like a little bit better. It's more low budget.
Jackass 3. Yeah, Jackass 2.5.
No, the Ready or Not reminds me of a movie called Would You Rather, which is hard to find, and when you do, it's a little pricey because it's not a blue. There's no Blu-ray for it. Um, just the just a DVD. Sometimes it get posted on YouTube, but it is with Brittany Snow. A lot of horror people probably know Brittany Snow. She's pretty good for horror. And Would You Rather was first, and it's like kind of the same premise, but it's a really good movie also. But Ready or Not is pretty good. It had a really good twist ending that I didn't see coming, Daniel. So that's
Mhm.
a good pick, and you know that's a highly favorite movie as well. A lot of people seem to like Ready or Not. So we're going to keep that just for the sake of being unbiased, guys. We're going to keep that open for another 20 seconds to voting. So you do your thing, people. Like I said, it'll get better. The picks will get better, you know. But in the interest of fairness, he chose to pick these guys. I don't know if he was
It's all
trolling with that, but I encourage not to do it because he regrets it. Maybe that's why he's not here.
it's all for
But
the fun in the end. Like it's fun getting to
it
see
is.
like what people's choices are compared to somebody else's. It's a whole lot of fun.
It is. But the thing I will say, it's fun. But I really want movies to like I everything you guys are saying, it's noted for me. And so I really plan to check these movies out. And I really believe you guys when you say these are good movies. So, you know,
Mhm.
I don't want people to just make a troll pick and I'm not saying that's what that is, but I don't want people to do that because like I said earlier, time is key. And we don't, if we watch something, we want to be at least entertained. And I'm not saying Jackass doesn't entertain you, but as far as a movie, Jackass feels, you know, it does it really need to be recommended. But that's not to put his pick down, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm trying to say. So
Mhm.
I'm just trying to get
I get
more
you.
serious movies, and not just serious, because you could pick a comedy, but actual movie. But okay, guys, 89% Jackass. I'm sorry. Ooh, I was about to rob you. Danny was gonna be all in the comments. 89% to 11%. Ready or Not clearly takes that win. That's even worse than the last one. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Next pick, Ben Buster.
This next one stars a guy named John, a guy named Steve, and a whole bunch of their friends. And it's in 3D, so it's coming at you. And that's Jackass 3.
It's coming to get you. It's coming to get you. All right, Danny,
On a
go ahead. What's
dusty
your pick
road.
on the dusty road?
Do you like being
Talk to
outer
the people.
space with a bunch of aliens?
No.
There we go. I know you guys are tired of seeing this movie being picked, but I'm gonna go with aliens here. Surprisingly, I found this with the slipcover before like Walmart started taking down all their good movies. I know I need to take off this horrible sticker, but aliens. One of my favorite like sci-fi movies besides Predator and all that, and I really
Mhm.
enjoy it. Hopefully they'll continue making more alien movies down the road. We'll see. But
Hopefully.
yeah, that's my choice.
Now, real quick, I'm sorry. Is that aliens plural or alien? Is it the first movie or the second movie?
Oh, it's the first one.
That was the first one. Okay, so the first Alien.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. There's your poll. I'm just curious what you're going to say, but let me know. I want to tell you guys, I'm about to bear something with you guys. This is a secret from me, and I don't feel comfortable telling you guys. Don't you laugh. Don't you look at me different and try to pull my movie card. I've
Okay.
never seen Alien. I've seen the first 5 minutes of it. I could never get through it. And I was younger. I couldn't. Aliens 2, Aliens, Aliens 3, Alien Resurrection. Seen them all plenty of times. Alien 3 probably seen a million times. But I've never watched the first Alien. I know. But I am going to watch all of them because I'm in the mood to see them all. And because everybody, what's so unique about Alien, I find it funny. And it's funny that James Cameron is connected to both these movies. Alien is like a sci-fi horror movie, while Alien 2 is a sci-fi action movie. And then Terminator 1 is a sci-fi horror action, whereas Terminator 2 is a sci-fi action. So I always found those dynamic in those two movies, and that James Cameron is connected to both of these movies. I mean, franchises. I always found that really cool how they drastically change. And I think that's very unique, and that's something that should always be highlighted. Because as I come to see, I am not the only one. I don't name names, but I'm not the only one that hasn't seen Alien. I've come to see in the community. I'm not the only Terminator. I've seen a million times, but there are people who haven't seen it. Believe it or not, guys, they're here. There are actually a few here. So, you know, make your choice, guys.
Just like if I said what I haven't seen, people were like, "How could you not have seen that?"
Give us one, Ben, while we're waiting for the poll. Give us one that you.
I've not seen the entire franchise of Harry Potter. Not a single one of them.
I'm guilty of that too. Like I barely got around to seeing like the Hellraiser films like 2 years ago.
Oh, the horror.
Like it took me a while to finally watch those movies, but
the horror people will be messaging you later. Yeah, man, I understand that, Danny. I dropped off on the Puppet Masters about after 5, so I haven't seen those, and I like those, but I haven't stayed up to date. It happens. But you guys, I haven't seen no Harry Potter, and to be honest with you, I haven't seen no Lord of the Rings either. So, I'm out on both those franchises. So, guys, SL7, what's going on, buddy? I see you out there. Tim Talkie's still around. Thank you. Ray's Movie still here. Henry Boy, what's up, buddy? We'll see you soon. And looks like we have a clear winner again. 82% Alien beats out Jackass 3, right, Ben? It's part 3, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we have one more round before it gets a little bit grittier. Okay, guys? So let's go. What's the next one, Ben Buster? Blu-ray King said he liked what?
John, Bam, Steve, Jeff, Chris, Ryan, and Preston are all back in unused footage that spawned not just this movie, not just a sequel, but an entire WrestleMania match at this past year's WrestleMania. That's right. It's Jackass 3.5.
Cool. Don't be a jackass. You're not a jackass if you like this movie. I don't know what to say about these movies. I never watched them. But
if it wasn't popular, it would not have been at WrestleMania, one of the biggest sports events of the year.
Yeah, it was a phenomenon at one time, Ben. And
no, I know it was.
Yeah, and it was
it
huge.
Came from
it was
CK7.
everywhere.
It was a spin-off. It came from CK7, so which in my opinion was a lot better.
So clearly people love these movies. There wouldn't be that many of them. So Danny, what you got?
Do you like medieval time movies?
No.
Where two people fight to the death for somebody's love?
Danny, you're on number 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I mess up my order?
See, I leave it to you guys to know your numbers. See, this is what Tim was trying to do for us. He was trying to help us with numbers and letters and everything.
Okay. Hold on. Give me just a sec.
Tim, we need subtitles. Help us.
Hold on.
I'm doing my best, Trinity, to try and sell this movie the best I can.
Okay, got you. I got you. Got my 4 and 5 mixed up. Never mind. Do you like sequels that continue from the original on the same night? some Halloween 2, some Michael Myers,
Do you like classics?
classics in a
Yeah.
creepy hospital.
If you like classics, you would like Jackass 3.5.
Oh, Ben, can I put you on record saying that? No.
I'm trying to sell a movie that's not my pick, Cal. So
Yeah. But you got to put that disclaimer. It's not your pick, right?
But my apologies for getting them mixed up.
Okay, guys, that's the last jackass on the thing. We're going to get more serious, but y'all do your best to vote that up. We have Halloween 2, the good one, not that bullshit one, the good one. Sorry to anybody who likes that one, but yeah, I tell Danny all the time. I think this is better than Halloween 1. That's a hot take. I know you Halloween people might hurt me for that, but yeah, Halloween 1 is great. It is. It's a little overhyped. Halloween 2 is a better movie. It's better pacing. It just is.
I honestly like 3 better.
Jesus, get out of here, man. It's time for you to go. I'll do the rest of the picking. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Ben? 3?
Yeah, 3.
I mean, it's recommend 10 and all, but like,
It doesn't get as much love as it deserves. Did they just
rightfully
outcast
so.
it? Did they outcast it like it doesn't even exist?
It doesn't, man. Jesus Christ. That song.
Not gonna lie, I do like that Silver Shamrock 8 More Days Till Halloween.
Yes.
Oh my God. What do you guys? What have you guys done up here? Please, guys,
13
don't
days
start
till
singing
Halloween.
that in the comments. Oh my God.
Well, Dick
Jesus
Warlock
Christ.
was actually pretty creepy in part 3 though, like him ripping that guy's head off. That was crazy.
Yep.
All right.
Because
All
that
right,
was
guys.
the way what the franchise was supposed to go.
hmm
We have 16 people in here. If you could smash that like button, as Mel would say, kill that like button. If you could do that for me, I totally appreciate you guys. So we have SL7 says sometimes I think it's not going to pick up, but then it does. Okay. Henry Boy, the stream seems to be going well. I'm having a lot of fun up here. Gay
Yeah,
Home Kid,
same here.
big giveaway. Yeah. I don't know what you guys tried to do with Halloween 3. I know there's people. I don't know if it's just become cool to like Halloween 3. I hated the fake Tom Selleck in that movie. I didn't like it. But let's see what you guys said. So clearly Halloween 2, which is a top 3 Halloween. It's a top 5 Halloween movie for sure. Halloween 2 wins 73% to 27%. He recommends that movie. Remember, guys, it's not just about wins, it's about being recommended. 27% wins. And I know there are people that I know that are here that don't really do horror like that. Check out Halloween 2. It's very thrilling. It's good. Danny, what's your favorite Halloween movie?
My favorite one, this one, Halloween 2, is my favorite. I know a lot of people are gonna slap me in the comments, but I just enjoy that one. That's the first one I watched as a kid, and that's what kind of grew me to be a fan of Michael Myers. And I just like how creepy and sinister the whole hospital scenery is, and just Michael is just brutal in that movie.
See, Danny, your liking of that one won't get as much flack as mine would.
Right. Well, Halloween 2 is the Rob Zombie one version is probably for me the second worst of the franchise. It's funny, as beloved as Halloween is, I believe, in my opinion, out of all the big slashers, out of Freddy, Chucky, Jason, Leatherface, Michael, I think Michael has the most decisive movies. Like that people absolutely will say, I hate that movie. I don't really hear that too much with the other guys, but I always hear it with Halloween. There's a movie somewhere in there that people hate. I always find that interesting, but he's so beloved at the same time. All right, guys. So let's pick it up a little bit, get a little serious. Ben Buster, what you got for us?
This next one, number 5, is from the year 2017. Will Smith, Will Smith back in the 90s, it told his parents just don't understand. But what you do exactly? But what will you do when you and your sibling try and survive a 24-hour time period where an unknown origin of a virus causes your parents to turn violently against you and your siblings? That, my friends, is Selma Blair, Lance Hendrickson, and Nicolas Cage in Mom and Dad.
Nice.
Nice parents. Okay, Danny, what do you have for us?
Okay. Okay. Do you like battles to the death for love and dishonor? But the last duel, fight to the last duel.
The Last Duel. Okay. Danny, you put that in your list.
Yep.
Okay.
I
I
got
don't,
this one mixed up with Halloween.
Okay. Okay. Ben, fact check that for me. Fact check that. Did you see Danny's
Yeah,
list?
it's number 5.
Okay. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I just
sorry,
got that
Danny.
one and Halloween mixed up.
He
This
Yeah, no
is-
tried to
worries.
get that one. He tried to get that one in at 4.
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm not doubting you, Danny. But the thing about it is my memory on it is so because I just got your list a couple hours ago, and this is a short notice, and that's why I'm greatly pleased that you guys are all here. This was so short notice. We just had to do it because we were going to finish this out completely. We're going to do this one more time, another time to finish out to see what's the last 10 movies standing. But this Danny's list and Tim's list were very new to me, so especially Danny's. So I'm sorry about that, but we'll ask the community what they think.
How's it going? How's it going, D-Ray?
What's up,
D-Ray,
D-Ray?
where was your antennas, D-Ray? Check out D-Ray, the Battle King. He does it like none other. He is the man. Check him out on Thursday nights. He just had an awesome show with Martinez Joe going against Jay Stu. Ben Buster was up there giving us some good commentary, making it hard for people to pick stuff, stirring the pot. He was up there, but it was all a great time. Okay. So you guys heard the verdicts. Let me know what you think. You have Mom and Dad versus The Last Duel. I've seen Mom and Dad. I haven't seen The Last Duel. But it's Nick Cage, guys. Nick Cage is trying to get back to his glory days, And The Last Duel, I hear, is phenomenal.
Here's the thing about Mom and Dad. It's one of those movies that you will not find in the $5 bin at Walmart with all the other Nicolas Cage crap that's out there.
Are you sure, Ben?
Oh, I'm sure. I just went through that bin today, and I found 8 of them, and none of them were Mom and Dad.
You see how he sells his movie, guys? So what he's saying, in other words, is you won't be wasting your time with this movie. This is a good movie, he's saying. Is it a good movie, Ben? Don't answer that. It's recommended, guys. Blu-ray King was a little more serious on this pick. So thank you, Blu-ray King, for getting it together towards the end of your picks. Jared Runner says, don't make him come up here, Ben. That's for you. Because I know he ain't talking to me like that. He ain't talking to me like that, sir. No.
I believe he is. I believe he is.
Also, too, guys, if you get a chance, check Danny out. He had a stream earlier. He's just returned back. He's gracing us with his stream. He's a stream king, guys. He was one of the first that I seen, in the stream game. So he was on earlier. Check him out. Keep him in the game, guys.
I'm shocked Danny isn't streaming this right now onto his channel as he's on here. So
okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna give this 15 seconds and I'm gonna close it out. So far, it looks I've seen a little bit of jump on both sides, but it's 70% Last Duel. So 10 more seconds, guys. Tell me what you think. Nick Cage versus Adam Driver. Who you like? Who would win that in a street fight? Who you got? I think I'll take Nick Cage.
Yeah, I would take Nick Cage because after seeing the newest sequel trilogy of Star Wars, I don't trust Adam Driver with any sort of fighting chance.
I think Nick Cage would get dirty. I think he's a biter. I think he'll bite you.
Nick Cage will look into Adam Driver's soul and make him repent of all his actions.
Yeah. Guys, Nick Cage, check out Con Air and The Rock, guys. If you guys don't know what Nick Cage can do, he's pretty good.
Leaving Las Vegas, Raising Arizona.
Arizona. What's the other one? The Weatherman? Was that one? That was one, right?
Yeah, Weatherman. There was also the one with John Travolta, where it's Face Off. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the best action movies. I stand on it. Campy, in today's
Snake
era. But
Eyes.
great. Yeah, you got that. You recommend that, Ben. I'm not too sold on that one.
What is it? Gone in 60 Seconds.
Gone in 60.
Mhm.
I expected a little more
There's
from Gone in 60, but yeah.
there's also what is it? Oh, what is that one? I forget right now.
Trespass is a good one with him and Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, it is. So, guys, 64% Last Duel, 36% Mom and Dad. Danny got that round. All right, buddy. Ben.
Dylan O'Brien, who's been in a lot of talks lately and for some upcoming films, along with Will Poulter, who will be playing Adam Warlock in the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, starred in a movie in 2014 based on the young adult novel series about a teenager who arrives in a glade at the center of a giant labyrinth where he must fight for his life, where he becomes a man running after everyone who's trying to kill him in The Maze Runner.
Okay, so
Nice.
basically it's like Hunger Games spawned these movies. So it's like Hunger Games, the Divergent, and movies like that nature, right?
I would say Twilight spawned the young adult movie genre. Yeah.
But the survival movie, though, this is like a survival type movie, correct? Isn't it? I'm not sure.
It is, but if it wasn't for Battle Royale.
All right, Ben. If it wasn't for Mr. I'm gonna give you a nickname. You're Mr. If it wasn't for, that's you. All right, Danny, hit us up with the next one. Your pick.
Okay. Do you like a family of psychopaths named
Hell no.
Otis, Baby Firefly, and Captain Spaulding,
I don't
and
like
the
it,
Devil's
Danny.
Rejects?
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds like 3 cast-offs from Undertaker's Ministry of Darkness.
Or if you're watching WWE now, it sounds like the Edge's Rejects. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Judgment Day.
Yeah, maybe.
All they are is just a rip-off version of House of Black. Is what they're trying to be.
Yeah, maybe.
Tell
us more about the Devil's Reject.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I figured that's what it was. Tell us more about it, Danny. What more about it without spoiling it? Devil's Reject.
It's a sequel to the original House of a Thousand Corpse, where they can kind of continue their rampage of destruction and murder and fleeing from the cops of the cop that wants to get his revenge for his brother's death. And yeah, it's a pretty good horror. If you're into blood and goriness and a lot of explicit language, I highly recommend it.
A lot of boobies, a lot of stuff like that in
Yep.
it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like horror. Is it trashy? Because I hear it's a who made this movie again?
Rob Zombie.
Yeah, that's it. I hear he has a certain stigma about his movies. Is this a typical Rob Zombie movie? Like if you're a fan of him, you'll like it or you won't.
Yeah, either or. If you're a really big fan of his work, you'll definitely enjoy this film. And if you're barely kind of watching it now, you might not be too familiar or comfortable with it. But I highly recommend giving it a shot.
Sounds good. Okay, guys, do you want me to keep it? Guys, you know what? I haven't heard from you guys too much. What do you guys think about the Devil's Rejects and Maze Runner? What do you guys think about that? I'm curious to know what my beautiful chat thinks about this stuff. Dilated, man, what's up, Dilated? You got to talk to D-Ray, Dilated. He got to get you up there on his platform. All right, so let me see. Have you seen Devil's Rejects, Ben? Sound like something you stay away from. How'd I know that?
Because, like I've stated several times, Cal, I'm not a huge horror fan, so.
Yeah, true. But even if you were, being that I know you a little bit, I don't think you would try this one. But
no,
That's not to say. That's not to say it's not a good movie. I actually have the movie sitting right beside me with the other ones. It is part of a trilogy, guys. I don't know if that was said, and I look very forward to watching it soon. Danny, how is the other ones in the franchise?
House of a Thousand Corpses is really, really good. Three from Hell's really decent too. It's just it kind of sucks because there's no like Sid Haig because he was at the time he was already kind of getting too old and he was like sick at the time. But overall, it's a pretty solid movie. But I do like out of the three, my favorite one is Devil's Rejects. So my rank would be Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, and then Three from Hell.
Wow. Okay. So guys, look, I stalled a little bit, guys, on this one because it looks close. Looks a little close, guys. Smash that like button if you can for me. It looks like we so far it's 56%, 44%. I'm gonna call it in 10 seconds, guys. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Which one's better? Which one's more recommended? Not better. Which one you rather see? Which one do you recommend more? Is it Maze Runner or Devil's Rejects? 10, 9. Go ahead, guys.
Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to everyone that's in the chat and in the stream as well. All great people, all great content creators.
Look at Danny.
Thanks, Danny.
Look at Danny. Look at Danny.
You're welcome.
See, look at him. See, I told y'all he was a king of streaming. Please subscribe to Tim Talks Talkies, Dimension Scott, Daniel, and my man Benjamin Button. I'm sorry, Ben Buster. Yes. All right, guys, we're gonna end that clearly. That was tight. Tight. Devil's Rejects 56% to Maze Runner 44%. I'm glad to see people like Maze Runner are intrigued by it. I'm really glad to see that. So Blu-ray King, you did a good job with that one, buddy. All right, guys. Ben, what's your next pick?
It's an Owen Wilson Vince Vaughn comedy from 2013. Yes, you know, the comedy duo that brought you Wedding Crashers. Yeah. This is about two guys who lost their jobs and they decided, despite their complete lack of technological savvy, they should work for Google and become interns. That's right. This is the internship.
Nice.
The internship. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, what's your pick, Danny?
You got weed? You got rolling paper?
You're
I would get some How High, some Method Man, Red Man. This is a really good comedy movie with Method Man and Red Man where they go to Harvard, basically like the rich like college or famous college to get like a degree or to get like their GED and stuff. And man, this is a hilarious movie. I highly recommend it if you want to get a good laugh. Yeah, most comedy movies nowadays don't really hit the same as like these type of movies, but highly recommend it. This movie's hilarious.
Truly is hilarious. Haven't seen it in a long time, but where's my bitches? I don't know if that's cool to say, but it's a movie. It's a movie, guys. It's not me. He says it in there. Where's my bitches? You got to say it like that. Where's my bitches? You know, it's not where's my bitches at. Where are the bitches? It's where's my bitches? You know, it's funny, guys. Just watch it. You'll find it funny. You know, the scene where yeah.
I also like that scene where he tries to wake up a Red Man with that song, that Rammstein song, that Du Hast.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it is. Or not a near nada. Mike Epps is funny for the short role he has. Not a near nada. He put the powder on. He slapped people. Yeah. Or the roasting sessions.
This movie, Danny.
The roasting sessions when they walk in and see the dean or whatever he is for the first time, and they're like, "Get him, get him." That's real, guys. That's not just movies. We did that. Get him. You old big head looking. Yeah, we did that, guys. Couldn't do it today, but we did it.
How High is a lot better than any of the Seth Rogen high or weed movies that are out there.
Look at him. You know, you got a thing against Seth Rogen, my friend. Is that what that is?
No.
Thank you, Dilated Entertainment.
The this one for me, How High, would be up there with Half Baked.
Is it up there with Friday?
Yeah,
It is. Okay. I think.
at least for
I think
me.
have.
At least for me.
Yeah, of course, Ben. Yeah, disclaimer for Ben. But I think, in my opinion, guys, How High is a classic comedy. I don't call it classic movie, classic comedy, and I think it gets lost in the sauce. It gets forgotten about a little bit, but like I think Half Baked, on the other hand, is very overrated. I think it in Dave Chappelle's name soars that movie a little higher than it should be. But if you compare the two, I think this over Half Baked, yeah, this is a must watch. And if you like Half Baked, it's not a bad movie. If you liked it, you'll love this. That's just me. Dave Chappelle's he's a king, but this movie here, I'm trying to tell y'all. So we have 88% for How High wins. 88% recommended over The Internship. Okay, that I expected The Internship to get a little bit more, just a little bit more, but I'm proud of How High. So, okay, guys, let's move on to your. Is that it? Let's see. Next round.
All right, so this one stars Rooney Mara, Ray Fiennes, Charlize Theron, and Matthew McConaughey. In a turn that you've never seen any of these people do before. When young Kubo's peaceful existence comes crashing down when he accidentally summons a vengeful spirit from the past. Now on the run, he joins forces with Monkey and Beetle to unlock his secret legacy. Armed with a magical instrument, Kubo must battle the Moon King and other gods and monsters to save his family and solve the mystery of his fallen father, the greatest samurai warrior the world has ever known. This is Kubo and the Two Strings.
Wow, Ben, you really sold that, didn't you? Well, that's Kubo and the Two Strings. Claymation, correct, Ben?
I was told that, but it looks like, I believe it's not. It's actually more so that 3D generated stuff, like a little bit above Toy Story and all the Pixar stuff. But it looks like claymation. So it's
Now, is that
I'll make sure
Hubo
the
or
two
Cubo? Because I always get that messed
Cubo
up.
with a
Is it
K.
with a K?
Cubo with a K.
Okay. Yeah, I hear that actually is an award-winning movie.
Yep.
Okay, Danny, what do you got for us?
Do you like creepy amusement parks on Halloween and creepy masks and people, in costumes, cosplaying around the whole amusement park, trying to frighten you or scare you?
So it's Halloween 3.
Come take a ride. Take a little ride. And Tony Todd's words, welcome to Hellfest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he remixed that from Tales from the Hood, but it's still cool. It's still cool. Guys, I've never seen Kubo, so I am interested in that. But I've seen Hellfest, and Hellfest is very slept on, especially for you horror lovers. It's a very slept on. This and The Hunt is often compared to a lot, but
I'm hoping they do a sequel to that movie. Hopefully,
which one, Hellfest or The Hunt?
The Hellfest.
Yeah, I would like to see that too. The Hunt was very surprising too. Very surprising. This is an interesting battle. Guys, vote. Dilated Entertainment said he's proud of you, because you chose a Get High movie. I wonder why he's proud of you. You're telling on yourself, Dilated, as if the name didn't. But, beautiful people. I want to shout out some of the people that are here. I can't see everybody right now. Ray's Leaves Movies, Tim Talks Talkies, 4K D-Ray, Jared Runner, of course, Danny and Ben Buster. I want to shout everybody else that is here. SL7, Al Lucard, Pat, the Man Cheetah, Movie Hunter 2020. Who else we got in here? We got some people's been in here. My man Tony, Basement Blues, up in here. Culture Trinity for sure. What up, Coach? Anybody else that I mentioned, I'm sorry. Killer Mel, My Killer Podcast was up in here. I don't know if she's still here. My guy, Jakota Blue. Check out Heat Street. next episode. I can't speak for him, but check him out for updates because that thing is pretty awesome. Usually on Wednesdays, guys. Check him out. And I want to give a shout out to Jacoda. He put his show on hold for me to do my first one of these, to do this first one we had. It was on a Wednesday, and he put his show aside for me to do it. And that is awesome. Not many people would do that, guys. He is an awesome dude. Check out the Fave 5 and everything he does. He's a good dude.
Yeah, definitely. He has really good content. He has a really awesome collection, and
yeah, he does. And most important, guys, he's a genuine person. You know, he's not just here for, as they say, clicks. He's not here for show. He genuine loves movies. He's willing to listen to what you got to say about movies. He's here. It's cool to debate, and we all have fun, and we do that friendly debates. But he doesn't take things seriously. He's a good guy. So check him out. But it looks like you guys, this is very close. I want to give this another few seconds because Hellfest is coming back a little bit, but it looks like you want Kubo to win, guys. And it'll be the first win for Blu-ray King. Been representing me, but it'll be his first win.
Yeah, Kubo's a really excellent movie. I enjoyed that one.
Also, too, guys, I want to say check out Ray Lee's movies. So cool over there. Always got interesting takes. Makes me laugh a lot over there. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me and my sense of humor, but some of the takes I hear over there, I've like, like the Resident Evil take I heard about the new movie over there had me rolling. But check Ray Lee's movies over there. Awesome. Okay, guys. Okay, now Kubo's running away with it. So we'll end that right there. So we'll say Kubo wins. And it wins by 67% to 33. That's pretty convincing. You guys just was not. Guys, check out Hellfest. Check out Hellfest. You won't be sorry. It's a fun one. All right, guys. Ben Buster, what's your next one?
All right. The next one is a classic from 1990. Stars Catherine O'Hara, John Hurd, Daniel Stern, Joe Pesci, John Candy, and the great Macaulay Culkin. What do you do when two burglars try and break into your home when they know your family's not going to be home and you're left home alone?
Call the police.
This class. Yeah. Well, when you think one of the guys ends up masquerading as a police officer, so as a kid, you're not sure if he really is a police officer or not. So.
That is true, Ben. That is very true. That is very true.
That's why it probably freaked him out more when he saw him smile at him and saw the gold tooth, because he saw the cop with the gold tooth, and it says, "Oh, the cop is casing the place." Okay.
Yeah, Joe Pesci
this is a
everything.
classic.
Yes, and same thing with Marv. Marv is great. John, what's his name? John Steiner? Is it John Stein? Something like that.
John Hurd.
John Hurd. I'm sorry. Awesome, man. That's Marv, right? John Hurd. Is that Marv?
No, Daniel Stern is Marv. John Hurd's the dad.
Daniel Stern. John Hurd's the dad. Peter McAllister. He is. This movie.
The
what does it need to be said? I think only thing we need to talk about when it's Home Alone is Home Alone. So, don't be a big horse's ass, as Kevin would say. You got to watch this movie if you haven't. Now, the only I think debate about this movie is it the greatest Christmas movie? So before Daniel gets to his picks, what you guys think? Is this the greatest Christmas movie of all time? Chat, what do you think? Is this the greatest movie for Christmas? Is this the number one? How about you, Danny? What you think? It's the best one?
I think it's one of the greatest ones because I really enjoy Home Alone, and I think Home Alone and Jack Frost with Michael Keaton are like my top ones. And then after that, it'll be like the Christmas Vacation. But for sure, Home Alone's up there.
Yeah. I kind of I edge. It's like the Batman 89, Batman Returns debate. I slightly edge Returns, very slightly. And I slightly edge Home Alone 2 over Home Alone 1. A lot of people complain and say, it's the same movie. I don't think so. But even if it is, they did it better the second time. Just me, guys. But maybe it's the New York thing. I like the New York thing. I like the Bird Lady. That the ending scene with the man across the street is so moving, and his mom coming home. It is so moving. Yeah, it gets me still. Yep. I'm a wimp. It gets me. But the scene with the lady in the part two with the birds, I won't forget you.
Mhm.
I promise. And he gives her the doves. Come on, man. And then it ends off with the humor. You spent 900 and something dollars or room service. Yeah, come on, man. Those are classic. Sorry, Danny. Go ahead. What's your next movie, buddy?
No worries, you're good. The next one is a story about a girl named Coella Deville.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What else, Danny? What else, Danny? Is this your future wife? Who is this? Who's in this movie?
The beautiful Emma Stone.
Emma
She plays a
Stone.
really excellent role of Coella Deville, who is this girl who wanted to become a fashion designer, but her mom died, so she had to like become like a misfit, like an orphan kind of, and try to fit in with these kids. And then from there, she kind of, went on and tried to like do different like jobs with them, like kind of like stealing stuff like jewelry and all that from people. And then from there, they were able to get her a job uh, within the fashion design company, uh, and yeah, and from there she kind of gets overshadowed by this other lady who's like the big deal in the fashion design industry, and she kind of like steals her designs in a way and doesn't give her enough credit. So she goes and tries to like trash everything that she does to get back at her. So it's a really good movie. I really enjoy it.
Sounds good. To be honest with you, I might have, if I was in the voting pool, I don't vote, but if I was voting, I probably would say Cruella. And it's not about what's the better movie. I haven't seen Cruella, and I'm hearing so many good
Mhm.
things about it. But to you guys' detriment, I know I don't know who hasn't seen Home Alone. But if you've seen them both, recommend a better
Mhm.
movie. Well, you never know what people think in here. Everybody's different. 14 people still in here. Well, 15 people still in here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Tell your friends, like, subscribe. What do you guys think? You guys think I should do another one of these or in the future or what?
Yeah, definitely. These are fun, and we get to pick different
Mhm.
movies, and get to see who's uh, with different lists of movies that we either haven't seen or haven't gotten like a close bonding with or anything. So it's good to know. Like,
Well, yeah. Well, with the next one, we know what 10 movies we can't pick from.
mhm.
Do we, Ben? Do we, Ben? Did I make that a thing? Did I? Did I? Did I? Well, we know
Well,
we're not
because then you're
picking
gonna have the same 10
Jackass.
movies.
Yeah, correct. You're right, Ben. We'll see though. We'll see. We'll just see the response. We're gonna finish this out, guys, just to let you know while you're voting. I'm shooting for either Sunday or Monday. It's up to you guys. What do you want to think? We're gonna finish this whole thing out, and we'll have some people up, as commentary, but it'll really just be about voting, and it won't be too much about recommending anymore because everybody at this point has recommended their 10. So it'll be the last movie standing till we get to the last 10, and that'll be the recommended list. The person with the most movies in that list is the winner. But in actuality, mostly everybody will probably have a movie in that list, so we're all winners. And I just want these movies to be seen. That's the goal. So let me know in the comments if y'all would like me to end this out tomorrow, Sunday night at the same time, 7, or would you like to see this at 7 o'clock Monday? So if you can, guys, put that down in the comments what you would like to see, and we'll get back to this poll. So far, 64% Home Alone, 36% Cruella. Emma Stone versus Macaulay. Okay, so far. I think it's pretty safe to say Home Alone might take that one. I ain't mad at it, but I still got to see Cruella. I just have to see it. I have to see it. I have to see it. Okay, 64. I hear Corella was actually super surprising. Like people didn't expect it to be as good as it is. So I
Mhm.
have to see that one. Okay, guys, we're going to close that out. Home Alone takes that one, and it is 64% to 36%.
Nice.
Okay, Ben Buster says Monday. Sentinel fan, what's up, buddy? Thanks for being here. You say Monday. Tim Talkie says I would rather Monday. Okay, Ray's movie said Monday. It's funny you guys are choosing Monday. I thought it'd be the other way around. So you never know. I'll be in a live stream at tomorrow at 7 p.m. Okay, well, it looks like we'll do Monday. Looks like we'll do Monday because I didn't see no Sunday picks. What do you two guys? Well, I see what Ben thinks. What do you think, Daniel? Monday?
Yeah, we could do Monday. I don't mind. I actually have
Mm,
time Monday, so
that's cool. Okay, Ben Buster. I mean, Ben Buster. Movie Hunter. Mr. Hunter says Monday. So we'll get to how many rounds have we had so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's
We're
our
at our
last round,
last
right?
one. Yep.
All right, Ben. Yeah. Well, let's do it, Ben. Make it exciting. Last round of the night, people.
All
Come on, Ben.
right.
What you got?
Morena Baccarin, Gerard Butler play a husband and wife who are trying to survive with their young son on a perilous journey to find sanctuary as a comet hurtles towards Earth. Amongst these are only those who are deemed wealthy enough to survive, or those deemed important enough to survive, as John Garrity tries to race through time to be with his wife and son when they going to this sanctuary place to save themselves from this comet that's threatening to destroy Earth. This is Greenland.
Damn, Ben. What was you doing? What was you doing? Like a overlay? Like he reminded me of the guy. Remember the guy from the '90s? Guys, we used to watch the trailers, and he'd be like, "Coming soon, a guy in a fictional world."
Yes.
yeah.
A fictional world where he must find his girlfriend in the deep spaces of the dawn. PG-13.
How do you know that
Yeah.
wasn't me? So
You're old enough too, huh? It might have been. You had a deep voice in the '90s then. Okay, buddy. Go ahead, Daniel. Give us your final pick.
From the classic MTV cartoon series, two friends, one named Butthead and the other named Beavis, in Beavis and Butthead Do America. Hey,
I am
Beavis.
Cornholio.
I am Cornholio.
Yeah.
Need TP for me, bungle.
We're going to score. Demi Moore, guys, is in this, and Bruce Willis. And the funny thing is, guys, until the other day, I didn't even realize. I always knew they were married, but I didn't even realize, put that together when I watched this movie. Like, oh, the husband and wife is in this movie. They do really good, too, in this. But my favorite is the old guy, Mr. Hank Hill, Mike Judge. If I find anything broken there, we're going to tango. And then the agent, you're a sick man. Yeah. Beavis and Butthead,
King
guys.
of the Hill.
Yep.
King of the Hill is awesome. So we're going to see. I went to the movies to see that guy, so that's very nostalgic, Beavis and Butthead. Because I didn't like Beavis and Butthead at the time. And my uncle just was like, hey, you want to go or not? And I was like, all right, I want to go. I'll go. And so after that, I've been a fan.
Nice.
So we have Greenland, our last one of the night, people. Greenland versus Beavis and Butthead. Bear with me. I'm putting it in, guys. Bear with me. I'm a little behind. I put Butthead movie. Okay. Greenland. What do you guys think about Greenland? Did you guys see that one?
I thought it was pretty solid movie.
It was a solid movie. Is it a disaster film?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So where you guys rank it? Is it among the best?
It's a good one, yes.
It's a good one. I'm trying to help Blu-ray King out. Originally, not to bring up old stuff, this beat out Greenland last time. Beat out the original pick it went against. So I'm assuming people want to see it. They recommend it. Recommend 10 guys. 7 p.m. Monday. We will see you there. Continue to vote. Let's get this last vote in and see how it goes. Get the stats in. Also, too, guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, KALEL Daily on Instagram, I will post all the past battles, all the winners, and movies that's moving on. And then you'll see what we're going to do for the next round, for the final round, the second round. Because believe it or not, this is a redo of the first round. So the next round is this. There's only 2 rounds. Next round is second round. So we will see. Well, I'm sorry. There's only 2 days, 2 shows, but we will see the next round tomorrow. We will finish it out. We will find out what is the recommended list, and you will see what happens after that. So far we have 64% Beavis and Butthead movie, and Greenland at 36%. That ain't bad. I'm not hating that, Ben. I'm not hating that percentage. I'm not. I'm not hating it. You know, Gerard is an excellent actor. I think he's a little underrated, guys. People, Law Abiding Citizen, excellent movie.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's one of my favorite ones.
The Has Fallen franchise.
Yeah, those are good too.
I haven't caught those, but I'm sure they're really good.
300.
300, of course, the classic. Guys, you have to watch Cop Shop. That's a new one. That is a very good
that
movie.
is excellent. Him and Frank Grillo, their chemistry in that movie is just hilarious and awesome. And
yeah,
I was blown away.
The older guy that's in it. Oh man, I forget his name, but he was good too.
Here's a hot take.
Yeah.
He's my choice for the next Wolverine if they go that route.
He would have to be an older one, wouldn't he?
Somewhat. We don't know his actual age. And I'm talking Gerard Butler's.
True. Too true. So, guys, it looks like we will see that in that 64%, 36%. Beavis and Butthead takes that round. So, I haven't seen that movie, but I would like to see Greenland. I don't know. I don't want to say that is
propane and propane accessories.
Yep. Guys, that is it. I want to thank everybody that came out again. Time is something we can't get back. So the time you choose to spend with us, we always appreciate it. And thank you for being here. I had so much fun. Shout out to other people that I see that do similar things, content like Danny, like 4K D-Ray, Ben Buster. They've done stuff like this. Everybody that's done here, Cheetah, Midnight Horror, Al. Everybody's done similar shows, live streaming, and this is a task. To monitor your guests, to be a host, and to keep track of stuff, to keep track of you guys' comments. And I'm new at this. I'm sure it'll get easier with more practice. You get better at everything. So I'm glad you guys were patient. You were here, and we really did. We capped this exactly where I thought we would, about 2 hours. We were a couple minutes late, so it's exactly 2 hours if I think about it. And I'm just pleased with it. Thank you so much. These movies were awesome. So your winner is overall, Danny got almost all the picks. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wins to 2. Blu-ray King has 2 wins. Danny had his picks to go review. The Red Eye won, 88%. Ready or Not won, 89%. Alien won, 82%. Halloween 2 won, 73%. The Last Duel won, 64%. The Devil's Rejects won, 56%. How High won, 88%. And Beavis and Butthead, the movie, Beavis and Butthead Do America, the movie, won 64%. And Blu-ray King had 2 wins to his belt, and that was Cubo and the 2 Strings at 67%. And Home Alone, it didn't sweep. I thought it was going to sweep, but it had 64% in a win. So thank you. That's 8-2. Guys, it's been an honor. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Guys, don't forget to check out to see what the movies are up next for the next live stream. It'll be all posted on my Instagram tonight or at the latest tomorrow. Thank you again, everybody. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Have a productive week. Don't let no negativity get you down. Daniel knows what I mean. Salute to everybody. Thank you, Ben.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Tim.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Dimension. We're out of here, buddies. See you guys later.
Peace.
Recommend 10.
Peace.